everyone, welcome to New Planet Cyber-Tron Reviews. Today we're going to review this guy right here. He's known as Punch-Counterpunch. This is from the Power of the Primes line. And then anyway, before I go on further with this review, some of you might or might not know that New Planet Cyber-Tron is actually a weblog, and we've been doing reviews for quite a while, since early 2010, and then we've been doing quite a number of reviews, written reviews, and so I was thinking that it might be time to actually venture into video reviews instead. So here we are with this video review, my very first video review. Anyway, on another note, just a public service announcement, and then because now the world is right now plagued with coronavirus, COVID-19, or whichever you want to call it, and I sincerely hope that all of you are safe and then keep good hygiene, and I hope all of you are at home, healthy, and please stay safe. Okay, now back to the reviews. This is actually Punch-Counterpunch, as I said earlier, from the Power of the Primes line. Now, I've always wanted the G1 version of this guy, but I couldn't exactly get it. And so when they announced that they were going to release this character under the Power of the Primes line, I knew I just had to get it. But unfortunately, it was quite expensive, and I got this one at quite a bargain actually, from a shop called Fami Toys that's in Sunway Giza, somewhere near Damansara, KL. Okay, so I mean, some of you may remember him from the old G1 series. Again, the car mode is exactly like this. It's blue, predominantly blue. It rolls quite well, very nice. Some tells me that this is actually, the design is actually based on the Corvette. I'm not quite sure because we don't have Corvette in Malaysia, so yeah. And this is how the bottom part of him looks like. Very nice. I mean, you can see kibbles down here, and kind of like how they store this gun down here. You can actually have this detached and put it on top here instead, just like this. And he also comes with this. They call it a power pack, but this is obviously a hand for a gas stop, but apparently they call it power pack here. Actually, you can install this here, so it kind of makes it as if it were a gun, weapon of sort, a huge cannon, whatever you want to call it. I don't quite like this. I mean, I don't think much of this guy anyway. So anyway, we're going to put this to the side. So let's go to transform this guy. Anyway, before we go on further, just for the sake of size comparison, this is Wheeljack from the Cyber-Tron line. I know you can see this, the difference in size. I mean, it's supposed to be from the same class, but judging that this is from a newer Deluxe line, it's kind of smaller than the traditional Deluxe line that we get, like this. So now, Punch-Counterpunch is known for for being the first ever double agent in the Transformers lore. So meaning that he has one alternate mode, and two robot modes. One is a Decepticon, the other one is an Autobot. So anyway, he is predominantly Autobot, and he works as a Autobot spy to infiltrate the Decepticons' rank. So anyway, we're gonna transform him now, and let's transform him right now. So first, we're gonna split this open at the top, and then open it up like this. So I'm gonna adjust this slightly upward. There you go. Much better. Okay. Now you have the legs. Now then you want to split this open. Turn this piece like this and twist in it. I like how the legs collapse this way. Again, we're going to do it this way. Collapse it, turn it this way. It just kind of folds in to form the legs. So you can literally see the robot mode, the entire robot mode right now. So then you want to split the arms. Okay, do it this way. Let's split it this way. Turn it downward a bit. Pull this shoulder downward, and you're supposed to swing this to the back. It doesn't lock, but it kind of settles right about here. It just settles there. You want to do the same thing on the other side. Sometimes it's kind of scary that this thing doesn't want to pull out. Turn it downward. Just let it settle on the shoulders like this. Now you basically have him there. Next, what you want to do is take a hold of this, flip the cockpit open, fold this in, then close it up, and you have to tilt the helmet, the black helmet here, backward to reveal the eye. I don't know whether you can see this. There. It's kind of hard to see the eyes actually with the helmet. It has, I'm not sure you can see it. To me, the eyes looks rather greenish, green in color. Okay, so there we have it. Punch, in his robot mode. Now this is the Autobot mode, and he's called Punch. That's his real name. So you can have the gun, can have him hold the gun this way. There you go. Now it has really decent posability or articulation point. The arm swings this way. There's a swivel there. The shoulders kind of bends 90 degrees. Okay. There is waist movement here. Very nice knee joint. Okay, and then look at the back. Okay, you can choose to actually flip, not choose, I mean, it's in actuality you have to cover this up so it doesn't reveal his cover. But to be honest, if you look from behind, you can literally see his other mode. But I guess in G1 toys, that logics is literally being thrown out, out the door. Then again, we're talking about the series where Megatron transformed into gun, so human-sized gun. So anyway, I'm not ranting here, but oh well. So anyway, really nice robot mode, really good. For size comparison, he is with look down a little bit, with Cyber-Tron, the Generations Cyber-Tron. Yeah, I kind of like the size is nice, and of course there's a hollow part here. It's kind of common with newer figures. Now to transform into his Decepticon mode, I'm gonna flip this down. With the hands, you just push this out to reveal a blue fist. Same thing here. Now, anyway, you have to turn this guy backwards. Then you're supposed to turn this out. The legs is basically like this. You don't have to do anything. But with the arms, you will swing him this way. Now the elbow, instead of bending like this, you have to bend him like this. So I'm gonna do the same thing on the opposite side. There you go. And then, okay, this is the funny part. You have to tilt the helmet backward. Now this is much better actually. I don't know if you can see this, but let me see. Yeah, you can see. It reveals a red color eye. This is Counterpunch. Let's see if I can do this like this. I don't know if you can see this, the green color eye. Not exactly green, but light green or light blue. It's actually light blue. Okay, anyway, this is him in Counterpunch mode. Nothing much to say about the articulation points. It's exactly as Punch. It looks really nice. I kind of wish that he has a different sets of guns though. That I guess why wouldn't people? I mean, why wouldn't it arouse any suspicion when both robot modes are holding the same type of gun, using the same type of gun? Maybe you can actually use this as his gun. Let me see. But this is a big ass gun. He can hold it, but it's really difficult because I think the nub is a bit too big for the fist. And he can actually, but I know it kind of like off balance. It's way too big for him to hold. He can hold it, but never mind. I guess you can use the same guns. Anyway, there you have it. Punch-Counterpunch. Oh yeah, before that, let me just transform it back to car mode, just in case. Now, what you want to do is turn it this way. For me, I like to just put it to the Autobot hands when I transform him. There you go. And then take this out, close it. Then you would want to, there you go, connect. Now when you do this, you see the shape of this hand. Then there's a groove here. So if you can see this, there's a groove here. See this? It kind of attach or lock in here. So you want, after you lock the top, and see the shape here kind of blends in with the roundness of the shoulders here, elbow. You want to press it in and kind of lock on both sides just nicely, just nicely. It kind of aligns everything in place. Then you can choose to put the gun in right now. See, there's a slot here which goes to the tab here. See, there you go. Then with the legs, you just need to unfold it, unfold both sides. So I like to do, in the sense that I like to attach this together first. Okay, for this part, you probably need to close it up like this, so that for some reason this part can fit right about here, because otherwise if you leave it this way, it will kind of block. There's not much clearance at the bottom of the car for it to roll later. So anyway, just flip it like this. It doesn't lock. It just wrap around the body and it locks up here. Okay, before that, see this? I'm kind of worried about this actually, but this is supposed to lock here. See, you kind of need to align this, because I'm a bit worried that over time that this thing might crack or damage or something. So I suppose you don't have to force, but you need to wedge it nicely, align it nicely so that it locks on its own without forcing. So then it rolls just nicely. I mean, you probably need to push this upward a bit just to have more clearance. Yeah, see? Just nice. Oh, it doesn't turn this way. So there you have it, folks. I hope you enjoyed the review. Now if you like this review, just give it a like down there, and then hope you can subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. See ya.